Hey there again everyone. So the next question that I have here is how to make your computer move faster. Now there are many ways to make your computer move faster. You could probably just get new hardware, or for some people who have had a computer and it's just moving a bit slow now, you can do a bit of stuff software wise that would improve your performance. Uh, I would just quickly call out some of those things, which are checking your hard disk to see how much free space you have, running the disk cleanup, defragging your hard drive. You can set the processes for certain applications that you have if you want them to start up when the computer boots up or not. Doing a virus scan, removing all unwanted software from your computer, and finally upgrading your memory. In terms, when I say that, I mean getting more RAM. Now, I'm just going to briefly show you some of the different things you can do. I will go through it step by step for you. Checking your hard disk to see how much free space you have is quite simple. You click Start, you go to My Computer. Here in Windows 7, you can actually see the amount that is free and what is being used up already, also by the indicated visual display here. If not, you're using the older Windows, right click, go down to Properties, and you would be able to see here and also here the amount of free space and used space that you have. Secondly, you can do the disk cleanup, um, which is located right here. You can do the disk cleanup right here. You select the disk cleanup, select all the check boxes that you would want to get rid of those files that are just clogging up the system. Mainly it's the download programs folder, the temporary folder, the recycle bin, and the temporary files folder. You hit OK. Alright. Third thing you can do is defragging your hard drive. Now to defrag your hard drive, you have to go to Tools, and here you see Defragment Now. Select that option. On Windows 7 again, the interface is a bit different from the previous version of Windows. But it's still the same thing. You select a drive that you want and you go to analyze this. No, I'm just going to analyze. I wouldn't defrag now, seeing that it would take too long for this short video. After analyzing the disk, if the disk does need defragging, Windows would let you know, giving you a visual display and telling you whether or not it needs defragging. We would shortly pause the video and resume when it's finished. So the drive has already been analyzed. You can see that it's saying that it's only 2% of the drive is fragmented. Now if I wanted to defrag this disk, I can still go ahead here by hitting defrag. It would analyze the disk again and it would defrag it. Okay, the fourth thing that you can do now is go into msconfig, where you can set some of the processes that the computer normally uses as it starts up, which are not really needed during computer usage. You can turn them on and off. So I will show you a bit of things that we can do in there. So you go to Start. In my case, I can type in msconfig right in the window here. If you're using Windows XP, you would go to Run command and you would type in msconfig. Here we are in the General tab. We go to Boot, Advanced Options, number of processors that you would want the computer to start with when it's booting up. You hit that. If you're using a dual core processor, there would be 2 cores. If you're using a quad core, there would be 4 cores. In my case, I have a quad core processor. I could set it to use all 4 cores when the computer is booting. Hit OK. Go over to Services. As you can see, there are some services that are already stopped because I'm not using them right now. But there are many other services that are being used right now on my computer that I do not normally need to be running. such as, let me see if I can get one. Uh, just saw one there. It was Prince Pool. However, there are a couple of them that you would not be using that you can turn off. Now, going through this list, you would probably need to go online to find out exactly, because all computers would have different services here. None would have identical services running. So looking at my screen now and turning stuff on and off, when you go to your service menu, it may be quite different. Next we go over to the startup menu. In the startup menu, there are many programs here also that you can stop from being initialized when Windows first boots. For example, Google Toolbar. I don't need these to be activated when I start Windows. I don't need the LightScribe to be activated. I don't use it. Daemon Tools, I don't use it unless I'm going to install something. Game Comrade, I don't use that. I don't need this to start also. So you can just deselect all the options here for all the software that you have installed on your computer that you don't necessarily need to use when your computer starts up. I would just take out a few here. That's it. Now you just need to hit apply, press OK, and you would normally have to restart the computer for these attributes or these options that you have changed to take effect. I wouldn't do it right now because I'm making a video. Next I would go on to doing a virus scan. Now if your computer is moving slow, sometimes you have malware, spyware, trojans, viruses that are affecting the computer. In that case, whatever antivirus software that you were provided with your computer, you can just run it and do a routine scan to see if there is anything affecting your system. However, if you do not have any antivirus software, you can try this software out, Malwarebytes. You can find it at www.malwarebytes.com, or Spybot. You can go into Google and type in the name of these software applications, and if you look at my previous video, which is how to remove spywares and trojans, you would see how we use the Malwarebytes software. Next, I would go to removing all unwanted software that is installed on your computer. Most of the times we have a lot of software that came bundled with other software that is installed on the computer that you are not necessarily using. If you take these software out, it would greatly increase the performance of your computer, especially if there's software that are running in the background every time you're using your computer. Such as me right now, I have the LightScribe control console is running. I'm not using that right now and it is using up my system resources. I'm not using the Daemon Tools also, and it's picking up my resources. So you could just go through your list, find out the programs that you're not using, and you could uninstall them if you don't use them anymore. And finally, the last thing that I would tell anybody to do if you want to have your computer going a bit faster again, buy more RAM. If your computer is able to expand your RAM, you should look into purchasing some more, and that would greatly improve the performance of your computer. Thanks for looking at our video again. Don't forget, if you want to send us a line for us to make a video for you on a how to do for your computer, just hit us up on our Facebook page, which is the CIT family, which is CIT Grenada, or you can go directly to our fan page, which is Caribbean Information Technology. You can go directly to our fan page and post on our wall, and also don't forget to hit the like button. You can also check us out at YouTube at Caribbean IT. That's our YouTube channel where you can find more interesting videos to look at. Thanks for viewing.